Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, and today we are going to be starting a journey. And I've been meaning to do this for months now, but life got really busy. Got a new house, got a new job where we moved to. But finally got all that under control, and now we can start this journey together. I'm really excited, but I am a rookie, so please bear with me. I will get better as the journey continues. So, without further ado, let's just hop into it. Today we are going to be doing SIR's Saturday right here. So a bunch of them are actually regaining, recouping from their drops that they took. So let's start with the Umbreon right here. It took a pretty big drop. So let's go ahead and look at the year. So it got up to 1600 and then it dropped all the way down to 839, and now it's starting back up, and the lowest listed right now in English is 1200 with previous solds 1200, 1367, 1367, 1371. So it's well over what the market price is for right now. So Umbreon regaining, going back up in price, even after all the prismatic drops that's been going on with Sam's Club and Costco and Walmart and all the other big stores. Next on the list, we got the Bubble Mew. And everybody knows about this card. Everybody knows the big run that it went on. 3 months low, 297, got all the way up to what, 700, little over $700. Then dropped down to the mid to low 600s, and now it's kind of leveling out 650, with the lowest list is in English is about 600. So it might be dropping down a little bit farther than what is going on. What's the last couple sales? I could be wrong. We got 705, 700, 635, but we know the power that Bubble Mew has, so I would not be surprised if it starts going back up again, because this strong is so much demand. It's such a beautiful card. So next up, we got the Team Rockets Mewtwo. A lot of people hated on this card. They did not like it. They were pretty disappointed when it first came out. And I mean, it's got Giovanni and Mewtwo, two fan favorite, well, a fan favorite Pokemon and a fan favorite trainer, even though he is a villain. And the Mewtwo just looks so menacing and evil. I mean, it is Mewtwo, so I really like it. I think it got a lot of unnecessary hate, but as you can see, it dropped all the way down to 339 was the lowest market price, and now the lowest listed is 511, 515, 515. So what's the last couple sales? 520, 897. That's kind of crazy. That's got to be an outlier sale. But then you got low 500s for all the other sales. So it might be creeping back up, but we got 511, 515, 515, and then it's creeping up quick. So who knows? Rockets Mewtwo may be on another big run, because that's got to be the all-time high, right? Oh yeah, not even close. Holy crap! I didn't even realize that. Even at release, it's gone crazy. It's jumped up 64% off pre-release prices. So people must have been wrong about Rockets Mewtwo. I guess they really love to see it in person. Next up, we got the Sylveon. Now, this card, with all the colors, I don't care if it has the crown on it, with all the colors around it, it pops. It looks absolutely beautiful in person. And as you can see, it was a 3-month chart, about a $400 card, dropped all the way down to high 290s. And then now it's recovering all the way back up to 381. So it's almost back up. Is that the all-time high? No, all-time high is mid 500s, but it's creeping up. As you can see, the chart went for a drop. Now it's starting to come back up again. Lowest listed is 440 from I mean, that's just lowest listed in English. Wow. That's kind of crazy. That's 440. So that's pretty above market price right now. But last sold at 380, 370, 440, 440, 440. So Sylveon, as following Umbreon, even with all the drops, Prismatic cannot be stopped right now. Next up, we got the Greninja. Again, a lot of people did not like this card when it first came out, because there was I guess a lot going on. You really couldn't see the Greninja like clearly, you know what I'm saying? Like there is a lot going on, but just all the beautiful colors, it pops in person. Kind of like the Sylveon. But 3 month chart, you're at 267, all the way up to 365 now, with the lowest listed 367. So we're kind of chugging along right now, pretty good with the Greninja. And lowest listed or lowest sales was 367, 394, 400. So it might be creeping up to a $400 card here shortly. Greninja is bouncing back as well. So this one is kind of crazy to think about. It kind of reminds me of the Surging Sparks Pikachu when it first came out. Surging Sparks actually rose after pre-release, which normally doesn't happen with cards because this one started out at 550. So obviously it dropped down to 316. But now if you're looking back, it's already bouncing back. 350, 353 are the lowest listed right now. And from a reputable seller it would be 353. Then it jumps up to 375 from a reputable seller. With last souls 370, 360, 360. So it's bouncing back already. And I mean, like I said, I'm not saying it's going to keep going up, but it's kind of rare that you see that from a card just after release, that it's already starting to bounce back up. So now, speaking of the one that bounces back up after release, we got the Pikachu right here. Like I said, let's go to the 6 month market on this one. So it was all the way up here. We might go to the full year. It almost made it to 500s, kind of was give and taking right there. Then it dropped all the way to 260s, and now it's bouncing back up to 340s. Lowest listed from a reputable seller, though, is 345. And last solds are 340, 340, 325. Okay, so Pikachu is kind of on the rise again, and a lot of people did not like this card at all. And it's not my favorite, but it's Pikachu, and Pikachu has a lot of fans. So we were wrong to doubt Pikachu ever if people did. So now another Pokemon that is a fan favorite is the Charizard from Paldean Fates. So when the Bubble Mew moved, everybody was like, okay, Bubble Mew is a really good card, but there is a shiny Charizard in this set. So then people started with like, oh, hey, let's get this up here. And then it's, gone up 63% in 6 months, or how many? And 97% in 3 months. So Charizard has been cooking in Paldean Fates and was the lowest listed right now from a reputable seller is 305. So it's about a $300 card right now, but it could move up pretty quickly because, I mean, it's Charizard, it's Paldean Fates, great set, could go either way. Now, this one is kind of surprising. It's Cynthia's Garchomp. Garchomp has a decent amount of fans. Cynthia has a decent amount of fans, but Destined Rivals is a newer set, and, you kind of saw the regression just a little bit. Like, it started at 190s, jumped up to 220s, then kind of came back down to the low 200s, and now it's now it's all the way up to the low 300s. It's jumped up a big bunch, right? Big jump right here to 311, 310, 342, 275, 275, 275, 300. So right now, as we currently speak, Cynthia's Garchomp is a $300 card at the bare minimum, which is insane because it is a really nice card. Do not get me wrong, but it's a newer card. You would expect for it to come down, but it's one of those ones where it's going up now. So next one up, this is probably my personal favorite SIR right here. It's the Roaring Moon from Prismatic Evolutions. Not even just because it's a Shinji Kanda, because he's not my favorite artist. I don't really have a set artist, but this card just looks so good in person. I just love it. I really do. So, but this one is bouncing back big time because it got all the way down to about 138. Now it's almost 300 market price. What the last souls 269, 350, 450, 250, 295, 295. So I think it's still trying to find its ground right now, but it's got to be upper 200s is what it's going for right now. Yeah, 270 right now. But then it quickly jumps up into the 300s. So it's probably 270-ish, 280-ish dollar card right now. And like I said, this is my personal favorite SIR from the Scarlet and Violet era. Love it, love it. Can't get enough of it. So now we're going to go to some fan favorites right here. We got the Charizard from 151. It was so cheap for such a long time. We're just going to go to the year chart. Okay. So it did have a jump. It got up to 290, almost $300 before. And that was in February and March when 151 really took off for a second. But then it dropped all the way down to the 180s. And now it's back and surpassed over 300s. Kind of taking a little dip right now. But lowest listed from a reputable seller is basically 298, $300 if you count the shipping. $300 shipping, 300. So 151 Charizard is still holding strong at about a $300 card. 293, 309, 300. So 151 Zard pumping right now. And you, like everybody knows, 151 does go out of print in April. So be ready for this Charizard to keep making some moves. Next up, kind of with Cynthia's Garchomp. You would think it would kind of level out or go down a little bit. Ethan's Ho-Oh says, not on my watch right now. So it started out at 190. Dropped all the way down to, what was that, like 140s? So about 143 was the low. Now we're all the way up to 232, which is kind of insane. Lowest listed is 242. So it's even higher than market price, but you got 220, 215, 253, 240, 240. So it's definitely a low to mid $200 card for the Ethan's Ho-Oh. And this is another one that really pops in person. The way the sunlight beams through the clouds, oh, it looks so good. So next card up, this one might be a surprise. The Lily's Clefairy from Journey Together. Everybody's throwaway set. We're going to leave it on the shelf. I've opened up a fair amount of Journey Together. Haven't pulled this card. But I do like it in person. Though if you get the holo right, it hollows right through her eyes, and it just, with the green background and the green holo in her eyes, just looks really nice in person. But yeah, it got all the way down to the mid 120s. Now it's all the way up to 171, with the last sold being 175, 163, 180, 178, 168, 170. So Lily's Clefairy showing some fight. Lowest listed 170 after shipping, basically. So like I said, Lily's Clefairy is showing some fight. Now this one is kind of crazy because it was pumping really good. Started out 138, pumped all the way up to 180, but then the news of the Team Rocket's Moltres being a promo in the UPC, there's the first SIR as a promo, tanked the price. Went all the way down to 132s. But now it's starting to battle back again. Starting to be 158, 160. Lowest listed is 172. So it, like I said, Rocket's Moltres is starting to fight 180, 170, 145, 183 last sold. So even with this being a stamp promo, Destined Rivals is just proven to be a super strong set that everything is kind of going up for the most part. So next one up, we got Blastoise. The Blastoise is finally getting the love it deserves. Love this card. I love how it's the deep sea vibe that Blastoise has in its card. You know, you have the Squirt on the shore, War Turtles kind of in shallow waters, and then you got Blastoise in the deep sea. So this card was pretty cheap for a very long time. What was the lowest it ever got to? Oh my goodness. About $55 card from the 1 year chart, but from the, what was that, 3 month chart, it got to what, 54? Is it 54? It was like 54 or something. Is that 6 month? Okay, so $59, $60 was the lowest in the 6 month chart. Now we're up over 100 from a reputable seller. Oh my goodness, we have to go to page 2 for a reputable seller. Yep, $100, Inner Nerd, $100 from the reputable seller, with the last solds being 83, 97, 50, 102, 101, 101, 101. So we're Blastoise. 151 is creeping up on a $100 card, if not fully surpassed the $100 mark. I'm glad it got the love it deserves now. Now this card was completely undervalued. This is my favorite card from 151. It's the Zapdos. Way too undervalued. I couldn't believe how cheap it was for so long. I picked up multiple of these cards because it was $45 That's the 6-month chart. And even the 3-month chart, it was still a $50 card. This is way more than a $50 card. It was way underrated because you got all 3 legendary birds, and the way all these colors scheme together with all the blue in the background, it looks so good in person. Basically all these cards kind of look really good in person, but this one specifically just pops to me. It's my favorite out of 151. Finally gets the love it deserves. Lowest listed from a reputable seller. Oh my goodness. So we got $95 from the lowest listed reputable seller, with the last sales being $85, $86, $86. So it's about an $80 to $90 card, give or take a couple bucks. But I see this being over a $100 card in no time because, like I said, 151 goes out of print. 151 is not going to be opened up that much anymore because the prices are going to be too high. So then the supply goes down and down and down because packs aren't being opened up as much. So the last one that I got, it just kind of a one card that everybody really didn't care for. Like, I'm in this group, I really didn't care for this card, but it has jumped up 80% in the past couple, it got up to over 100%. It doubled in price in the past 3 months because it used to be a stupid cheap card. Like basically low 50s, and it might even been cheaper than that. So a year chart it was 40s, but 3 month it was low 50s. Got all the way up to 127 basically, kind of dipping a little bit, but I mean still from where it came from, the fact that this is a triple digit card from Obsidian Flames, a set that nobody really liked besides a couple illustration rares, that to see this with this sales prices right here is kind of insane to think about 3 months ago. If you just told me this had been a $100 card 3 months ago, I'd have been like, yeah, I don't know about that one. But so that's kind of all the cards that like a lot of people want to look into and buy, make some plays. I already told you my favorite, there's a rookie mistake right there. My favorite special illustration rare is a Roaring Moon from Prismatic, and just one that I think is so slept on, and I just love it. It's kind of one of the cheaper end ones, but I love this Chin Pao SIR from Paldea Evolved. I guess you could kind of see a theme when the blue and the whites just kind of swirl together and fuse together really well. It just looks so good to me. That is it for my first video. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I do have a little giveaway right now. I have a Wooloo Baby Shining. I got Mastiff Baby Shining, Dodrio Baby Shining, Magneton Baby Shine from Hidden Fates, and a Palmy illustration rare from Paldean Fates. Those are the giveaways for this video. To win the giveaway, you gotta like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. I will pick out a giveaway winner every Friday, so please stay tuned on Friday's video. Turn the notifications on so you can see if you guys have won. But I think that's it. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. Please keep bearing with me. I know I made some rookie mistakes, but like I'm gonna get better as the videos come along. Everybody, you guys have a good night. I'll see you next time. Peace.